Do you ever feel like you're buried in Legos? Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Gina. Welcome back to Tight Ship Mama. If you're new here, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button right there and join me every Monday where I talk about decluttering, budgeting, meal planning, implementing routines, and a little personal development. Well, today we are going to talk about Legos, and this is the Lego room of my 14-year-old son, and this is another Lego video for another day. We are going to talk about your younger kids today, the ones that don't exactly know how to tidy up at the end of the day. I know so many moms have excitedly gone to IKEA and they buy the shelving units and they buy the bins and the baskets, and they have this idea in their head that their 4-year-old child is going to color code Legos at the end of the day and put them in the proper bins. But that's not reality. And if you are tired of banging your head against the wall, pleading and screaming and singing cleanup songs, this is the solution I have for you for your younger kids. So personally, some of the things that we've tried and failed at are the under the bed storage. They look okay, you can shove it under the bed at the end of the day, but eventually my kids outgrew that type of storage. We've got 4 kids that all love Legos, and with birthdays and holidays and multiple relatives contributing to their hobby, we've got a lot of Legos. The other thing I tried, we have these nice built-in storage units in our basement. I even lined them with nice fabric that was soft for the kids, and there's more Legos in here. The problem is you are still asking the kid to play with the Legos outside of their storage unit. So at the end of the day, you begin the pleading and the screaming and the crying and the songs all over again. It's taken me 11 years to come up with this idea, but this is the best solution I have found so far. Instead of removing the Legos from the storage bin for your kids to play, let your kids enter the storage area to play. Now your kids are inside the Lego pit, as we call it. So let's begin with what exactly is this. This is simply a queen size fitted sheet. And this story is proof that you can declutter, and when you need something, God provides it. I long ago decluttered all of our extra sheets and linens. So when I came up with this idea, I didn't have a fitted sheet to even go to. We were in quarantine, so I couldn't go shopping. A simple post on my personal Facebook page asking for a fitted sheet if anyone was donating, within minutes, I had multiple offers. So I want to thank my friend Steph, who put a bag out in front of her house, and she's like, feel free to go through them. Everything else is going to the dog shelter. So I picked out this, I thought this pretty flowered one was great for my girls. And this is the idea. You may have seen this idea on beaches. It kind of circulated a few years ago where you take a fitted sheet to a beach and you do the corners with the buckets of sand and then the kid plays in there. It's the same idea, and why it took me this long to think of, I don't know. But remember when I did the basement makeover, I told you guys we were gonna need plants to do my next project. So I've done the homework for you, and we've had our trial and error. We bought some plants, and we did have kids that tripped over this and the plants came tumbling down, and I did have to clean up the dirt. So I did add some rocks to this plant to make it a little bit heavier. But this one over here is the perfect size. So this pot is 11 inches, and then it's about a 12-inch diameter. And it's simply a peace lily that my friend said would survive in my basement. And I went to Home Depot and I bought these bigger ones. But to be honest, these are bigger than you really need. That's the perfect size. So as you can see, The Legos are just in the pit. My girls, you can roughly see the outline of where they sit and they play. And we don't clean this up every day, but if we had to, it takes seconds. So the first thing we would do is remove any bigger projects that are going on, and I would put them on the bar. Not me, the girls actually. So you can see these are projects that they've got going on and that they didn't want disturbed. So now, let's pretend you had company coming over, or maybe a family member or friends that had little kids and they didn't want to have Legos out. Let's see how long it takes me to tidy up the Legos at the end of the day. There we go. If you wanted to, you could go ahead and make this a big drawstring bag. And all you'd have to do is just fold the fabric over and make a pocket, insert like a clothesline weight of a rope, and you could very easily make this a big, huge drawstring bag. And then you could even hang it in a closet somewhere. You could get a very cute decorative basket. You know, if you even wanted to get a hamper type of a basket, you could insert this down and maybe even fold it over if your kids play in your family room or an area of your home that's a little bit more formal than down in our basement. So, moms, if you are tired of screaming, this is the perfect solution for the realistic kids that are not going to separate their Legos into bins and baskets and all the beautiful things that we think they're gonna do when we go excitedly to the stores and purchase that type of thing. So tune in later in the summer, we're gonna redo that Lego room for an older child that is capable of separating Legos into smaller compartments and things like that. My son's really into making stop motion movies with Legos, so we're gonna really make this a room that he can feel that he can work really well and productive in. Have a great week. I will see you next Monday.